All right, Johns, how are we? We good, deep joy? Welcome back to part 2 of my interview with Joe Cole. If you haven't already, listen to part 1, where we spoke about Joe Cole's club career, especially with Chelsea. The link is in the description. In this episode, we talk everything England, with his playing days to the 2022 Qatar World Cup. In you get.
So, Coley?
Yep.
England. What did it mean for you to play for your country?
Yeah, it meant the world. It meant the world to me. When as a kid, the moment 1990 World Cup was the moment I decided I wanted to be a footballer, and that's what I wanted to do. When you just look at the screen and go, right, okay, the Gaza thing, it was when he, that game against Germany, was crying and the way that it was like. I mean, we have so much football on television now, but it was just so exotic the way it was filmed, like with the little lines on the side, and everyone was suntanned and long hair. It looked like something so mystical. So I was like, I watched England and Gary Lineker and Gazza, and I was just like, I remember the moment going, right, I want to play for England. Like, that's it. And now I know what I want to do in my life. I'm 9.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm like, right, that's it. And then
some kids want to be a bus driver, but now I want to go and play for England.
It captured me. It captured me, and I was like, right. So it's always England for me. So pulling on the shirt for the first time. I played for England at every level leading up to that, but the first time you'd sing the national anthem, and you just honestly, if I'd have had one cap, I would have been content.
Yeah.
I would have been like, wow,
I've represented my country. Yeah.
But it was an amazing journey. It was like, I loved every minute of it. Every time I pulled the shirt on, I felt immense pride. And I still do now from the other side. And see that I talked about being a fan and not being able to be a fan, but with England, there's something inside me where I'm never going to go and play for another country or manage another country. So it's a bit more pure. Like the
you can be a fan, can't you?
And I was at Euros. I was a proper fan. I was like, I went every game, took the kids, and it's just unbelievable.
Yeah. What do you remember your debut?
Yeah.
First cap.
Mexico. Remember when Wembley was being built? So we was playing
Villa Park and all that.
All over the place.
Old Trafford,
We won 4-0. I come on at half time for David Beckham, the captain.
Yeah.
So
he was a good player, wasn't he?
He was all right, wasn't he?
Done all right with his life.
Decent right foot. So come on. We won the game 4-0.
Yeah.
Did
you enjoy it?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. I sort of what helped me. I made my debut at the same time as Michael Carrick made his debut. So imagine we come through the academy and we're pulling the shirt on for the same time.
Your careers have gone together, innit?
Yeah.
You've done.
So that was nice. That made it easier. And it was just like I remember the next. I never celebrated. I never celebrated. I had a barbecue around my house. Yeah. Because I thought, I need to get everyone together, my friends and family. I was I was living in Romford. Yeah. At the time.
Romford. Why are you pointing behind you?
Oh, is it that way?
Yeah, the forward. It's this way.
Yeah. Okay. Romford. And we had a barbecue in the garden. Yeah. Probably ended up in Time and Envy that night.
What a gaff.
Yeah.
Great days. Oh, mate.
So, I remember feeling like a sense of accomplishment.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
God, mate, playing for England. I mean, you had some players to come up against as well. Like that was the golden generation, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Do you think that we've got a good chance going into this World Cup in Qatar? And before you answer that, when it was decided that the World Cup was going to be in Qatar, was you one of those players that thought, what the fuck is it going to Qatar for?
I was.
You're still playing, wasn't it? You must have been.
You must have been, yeah. I just remember thinking, well, remember initially, how's that going to work? Because I know Dubai's bloody hot in the summer.
Bit warm, isn't it?
Around the corner.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, that's not going to work. And then obviously, then it gets moved to the winter, and then you're thinking, okay, how are they going to do this? And then they've not even got a tradition of playing football.
Yeah.
And then you got the arguments about, you know, well, the World Cup's for everyone and we got to put it all over the world. And,
yeah.
So, and then you get into the other stuff, which again I'm ill-educated on. You know,
like the human rights stuff.
Yeah, you don't know. I mean, I'm not.
You're not too au fait with it.
I don't know what's. I'm not on geopolitics. Ain't my thing. So
yeah.
I'm not working there. I'm going to be watching it like all fans around the world.
Yeah, gotcha.
And it's just going to be interesting. Like, I just think, from a fan's perspective, doing it in the winter and not having that beer garden and the sun's out, that's going to be strange.
Yeah, it's going to be very cold, isn't it?
And also from the players' perspective, it's like you finished the Premier League season.
Yeah.
There's no preparation time.
No.
Bang, week. Not that it's the same for everyone else, but
this is why I think the Prem this season is going to be possibly wide open for a few teams to finish in pretty decent positions.
Yeah, we hadn't even started to think about the Premier League, like, in the sense of,
not really.
Say, for instance, Liverpool have, like, Salah's not going to the World Cup, for instance.
Yeah.
I don't know how many of them are not going to the World Cup, so they might have a group of players that they can work with and train and work with, and then they hit the January, February, March, win 12 games in a row.
Yeah.
Just using them as an example. Another club might have every player at the World Cup.
Yeah.
And then you're like, the squad. So he's thrown a spanner in the works, having it there. But we'll see what happens.
Have you got high hopes for England this tournament? Do you think we're going to do all right?
I always have high hopes for England. We're
we all do, don't we?
Yeah. We all. I think the lads are well. When you look at the tangible things, like the way we play, it's conducive for international football. We've got tactical players, we've got technical players. So there's that. They've got positive experiences behind them. A lot of them. They must turn up for England, and it's not like, you know, it seems like there's
not a big divide, is there?
No, there's no divide, and there's nobody going, right,
he's won this, he's done that.
It's not what if it goes wrong. It's more like, what if it goes right? So these lads are going in there positive.
Yeah.
But then on the flip side of that, there's a lot of lads not in great form at the moment.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like we were so close at the Euros.
Yeah.
And how it ended, and you hark back to Euro '96. I know we was close then, but we got a step closer.
Yeah.
And it was like, we just had shit with the last couple of years with what's going on. This is our time.
Yeah.
Do you think that is this a step too far? Like the conditions, like I know they're saying about Qatar, they're going to have all these air-conditioned gaffs and whatever, but is that going to? Do you reckon that would affect us? Like when you played for England,
it will be it's going to be right, and this is where Gareth Southgate, I think, is going to be good for us, because the preparation is going to be condensed into a week. So, for every country, right? Gareth, I think, is an organiser. He's a preparer. He's diligent. So I think he will have things in place, systems in place before the World Cup.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll be meeting with players, going, right, you're in. This is what we're going to do in the first game. You're going to do this.
Yeah.
And then we're going to, and he'll prepare it well. I think other countries might not prepare as well as England.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I think having Gareth, that's his strength. So I think we'll be better prepared than a lot of countries.
Do you know what as well? I mean, talking about the World Cup not being in the summer, obviously when the season normally finishes, players have got a little bit of downtime to get themselves into the mindset of like, right, I'm possibly going to the World Cup. I am going to the World Cup. I'm in the 30-man squad, and it's like you have got more time to think. Whereas this time around, you ain't got time to think.
Yeah.
You're going to be within a week. You're going to be at the World Cup.
Yeah.
So maybe the players might be better prepared because they're in the mindset of being in a normal Premier League season.
Yeah.
They might be already ready to go.
There's less time for it to simmer in their heads to be important. Do you know what I mean? They're like, and you know, some players left with their own faults to their own worst enemies. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And that could be the case. And another positive thing I just thought of, without sounding arrogant, the groups, we should go through that group.
Yeah.
Like, it's favourable. We're not having to play against a Germany
Portugal,
or an Italy or a Portugal early doors where that could not. Say we get turned over, it changes. You lose the first game of a tournament.
The dynamic changes.
The dynamics changes.
Yeah.
So
playing goes out the window then, doesn't it?
Exactly. Yeah.
Because what it is, like, you want to win the first game.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, draw the second.
Yeah.
And then just fucking draw the third.
Yeah.
You won the group and you're in.
Yeah. Exactly. So we've got. So there's a lot of positives for us, but at the moment, and there's still a time to go before the tournament.
Yeah.
We've got some big players out who are not at it. You know, like who've been big players for like Harry Maguire, for instance, is not in the team at Manchester United. He's been a huge player for England. Jordan Henderson has been a huge player for England. That's two leaders taken out of the spine of the team.
Yeah.
You know, so it's an opportunity for someone else to step in.
Who's our two central defenders? Who'd you pick?
Well, John Stones, if he's fit, and he's, you know, at the moment he's there or thereabouts, and he's doing okay. He's Harry's partner.
Yeah.
You've got the boys. You've got Tomori, who's playing over in Italy. You've got Mark Gurhey. You've got Eric Dyer. You know, having.
How have you put Spurs in there? I can't believe it. The only Spurs player that can play in that England team is Harry Kane. No one else.
But like.
Showing me Arsenal there,
But like, it's that's we may have to change the shape. We may have to go with a free.
Free at the back, yeah.
Because
Kyle Walker can slip into a free.
Kyle Walker's never let England down.
No.
Right side of a free. You know, you've got a good experienced winner, leader in that position, and then you've got John Stones, who's like again another winner.
Yeah.
You know, he's never let England down. Good footballer. Then him, but then you could go to third. You know, you might end up finding Declan Rice slips back in there. There's that option.
He could play. I'm telling you, he could play. You know, like the Busquets role.
Yeah.
For Barca, so the two centre halves split, and he comes into the middle and acts like a third centre half.
Yes, that 100% he could do that. And
God, I should be a coach.
You should. You could. There's time. Well, Arsenal might need a new coach in a few years.
Well, Mikel, do you want to have another John on the pitch or what? But yeah, I mean, we do have an abundance of fucking talent at our disposal.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
We do.
So it's like, all right, Harry Maguire playing dog shit for Man United. The political way would be to say he's not playing too great for Man United, but if he plays well for England, who gives a fuck?
Exactly.
Play him.
Yeah.
Whatever works for England. We're not talking about Man United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, and all that. It's England. So,
I think he'll play. If you ask me,
Maguire.
I think Harry Maguire, even if he doesn't kick a ball for Manchester United, I think he's that important for England. I think Gareth goes with him. I really do. Go on.
No,
and that's not to say he won't get back in the team at Manchester United, but I think he's been such a pivotal part of all the success we've had over the last 6 years. I think he'll play off the back of that.
Yeah, loves an header, doesn't he?
He loves it.
I think he's the only geezer I know that's got a bigger head than me.
He's got a slab head. I think he calls him. I don't know. Listen, I'm a big fan of Harry Maguire. I know he's not having a good time at the moment, but he'll come back.
When he come on the scene, when he was at Hull, he was with Huddleston.
Yes.
So I'm good pals with Tom.
Yeah.
And I said, Tom, get some fucking boots with you.
Yeah.
And he got me a pair of Harry Maguire's boots. He went, he's the only geezer I know with bigger feet, just the size you, like size 12 to 13 boots. They were great, them fucking boots. Cheers, H. That's why I like him. That's why I think he should play for England. Who do you think is going to be like a surprise inclusion in the squad?
Ooh, good question. Bellingham's not a surprise, is he? He's thereabouts. Yeah. That's a fantastic question. That.
No worries, mate.
That's all right.
You're more than welcome.
Trying to think of the surprises. I mean, there's the young players jumping out. Tammy's one that's out away. I think he's going to have.
He's enjoying himself.
I think he's going to have something to say at this World Cup, Tammy.
Yep.
Because knowing the character of him, I don't think he's one of them that gets overawed by that takes a lot to go out to a club like Rome when you've been let go by your boyhood club, effectively told that you're not wanted, and then go out there and do what he's done takes a lot. Do you know what I mean? It's like, so I think Tammy, I think he'd be the surprise package, because Harry Kane is the number one, of course. He's a genius and that, but you know, you're going to have to sort of you're
going to have to manage him well through that World Cup. If we're going to go on
7 games, is Harry Kane capable of playing 7 games, 90 minutes, full pelt?
No.
You know, to get the best. Not is he capable? Of course he's capable, but is he? You need someone to give him that respite. You know, maybe come off for 20, 30 minutes. Give him a bit.
Because he does like getting involved. If you watch him at Spurs, he gets involved over the last couple of years, as in dropping in that little number 10 role. But if he's got like those willing runners beyond him, Son and all that, chasing the game, you might end up with Kane and Abraham. If you're dominating possession, just drop Harry Kane into that 10 midfield. Abraham can play as a link man and whatever.
Sterling, Saka, Foden, Grealish, Rashford's come back into form.
You think Grealish will stay at Man City?
It's a big year for Jack. It's a big year. He's had his year. You know, he's done okay. I mean, it's difficult to live up to that kind of price tag. Yeah. But he's done okay. It's a big year for him. Yeah. And he needs to take his game on to that next level now, and I believe he can.
Oh yeah, he's got the ability.
He's a must, isn't he? He can go and get on the ball. He's a must for the squad because of what he.
A bit like you though, Joe. It's like he's one of the. He can go and win you a game.
Yeah.
Go and win you a game. Yeah. Fucking superb on the ball. Yeah. And can give you a moment of brilliance. Hence the reason why he got the move to Man City.
Yes.
You know, I know it's £100 million, but football fees nowadays are out of this world. I remember when Andy Cole went to Man City for $7.5 million, and Alan Shearer went to Newcastle for 15. And you used to think, what the fuck back then? But yeah, it's out of hand now. So, but you think Abraham is going to be your wild card?
Yeah, wild card. Okay. I think he'll have something to say at the tournament.
Who do you think is going to be your surprise?
Surprise team?
No, not yet. Who do you think is going to be your surprised exclusion in that squad? So people that think, he's definitely going. I know he's a bit like Gazza in '98. Should have gone to the World Cup. Yeah. Didn't.
Not that I want it to happen, but not that I want it to happen at all, because I think he should be well in it. But I think Jack, if he don't play a lot of games for Man City, only because of the competition in his position. Yeah. You know, you'll have Maddison playing there, you'd have Foden there, you know, and Gareth, I think. Mount playing there. Sorry, Mount. You know, Saka. You know, Smith Rowe. You know, so I think Gareth. I think he'll be loyal to Harry Maguire because he's got a lot in the. He's put a lot of things over the last 5 years in the bank, but I think Jack needs to do something between now and then. He needs to get in the Man City team and just not necessarily. It doesn't have to pull up trees. He just needs to remind Gareth how good he is. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of players out there reminding him. You know what I mean? What they are, and what they're about. So I mean, he's one I'm worried for, concerned for, and concerned for the nation because he'd be in my squad. That's for sure.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, who are your dark horses for the tournament?
I've got this feeling where they're not dark horses, and I'm gonna go with Belgium. Yeah. And this is, I know everyone thinks they're on the slide, like, you know, they're older, but that's the reason I'm going to go with them because of their experience and going deep in tournaments, and the quality, and the fact that it's going to be so. They're just going to roll straight into it. I think the senior players will roll straight into the tournament.
Get by the scruff of the neck.
De Bruyne, Hazard, Lukaku, all them boys. You know what I mean? There'll be enough to get them over the line and then build momentum as they go through the tournament. Like Tielemans is a good player, and they've got the old guard. There's a lot of experience in that team. I think they're probably one of the most experienced squads going into it.
Talking about Belgium, does Kevin De Bruyne get in any Premier League all-time 11?
He's in the question, isn't he? He's like, it's unbelievable footballer. Again, you know, you're just hoping the young boys we got the Jack Grealishes, the Fodens of this world at that club that
Learn off him.
can learn off him, and you should do. You should. It's like you're looking at a master at his craft.
Yeah.
You know, take something. You know, don't be intimidated by it. Try and be as good as him. Do you know what I mean?
Don't continuously be in awe of him.
Yes.
Like, learn.
Yeah, be respectful and ask questions and learn and, you know, everything. But yeah, like and they can. Jack's a bit older now. Jack's nearly 27, I think. So he's
prime now. He's got to be, isn't he?
Yeah. Now, but for Phil, certainly as a young player, like he could end up being the most decorated British player of all time. He carries on. He's won about 5 league titles already or something. You know,
when he first come on the scene, I always thought that he was very much like Jack Wilshere. I think because of that left foot and that low sense of gravity as well.
They're very similar.
Yeah.
He's more athletic than Jack.
Yeah.
He got the running behind.
Yes.
Jack
likes that little clip over the top, doesn't he, in between the centre half and fullback.
Was you a fan of Jack? Did you like Jack?
Loved him.
Yeah.
Fucking loved him.
Yeah, all Arsenal fans like him. Like I know he's big like.
And it's not. Do you know what? It's not even about like the banter that he would have like with the Spurs fans at the end of the season. It was just that because of the flair that we had with a lot of the foreign players. Yeah. To then have an English player of our own that was like that. Was like fucking.
It's mental, isn't it? Like,
poetry. It's beautiful. And that game, and obviously people talk about one game, and that one game against Barcelona.
Yeah.
And like Pep come out and say, we've got loads of Jack Wilsheres like in Spain. But for Arsenal, it's like he made Iniesta and Xavi just sort of, he was on there, he was on par with them on that one game, but it's just, the injuries got the better of him, and I was just gutted. When I heard that he was coming back to like train a little bit at Arsenal, I was thinking, just give him a pay as you play.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just, brilliant. And that, like those couple of goals he scored for England against
Slovenia, wasn't
that's it in the two banging the top corners. Like fucking, I was thinking, this is what Wilshere can do.
Yeah, he's got worldies in him. He had worldies in him, didn't he? He didn't score tap-ins, that's for sure.
No, he never did. Yeah. Very creative. So England, how far are we getting?
Well, my heart's going to say we're going to do it.
Yep.
My head says, give me another couple of weeks and ask me. I just want to see where we're at. I was so confident before the Nations League.
If you was to say now, and you put your money where your mouth is, to say where we would end up, where's it going?
Quarterfinals. And the reason is that because I think we run into Brazil, who are my favourites.
Yeah, they're your favourites,
If we do like...
If it works out the same way.
And I think they're mustard. They are Casemiro, Fabinho, Guimaraes, what's his name, Vinicius, Anthony, Neymar.
Jesus is doing all right now, isn't he? Yeah.
Marquinhos. It's like, what's going on?
Yeah. What's going on? It's like the old Brazil's back, isn't it?
Yeah. You're like, they've turned up. They've been away for a while, but they've turned up. So.
Yeah. Well.
But my heart says we're going to do it.
Fingers crossed. And ending on it, Gareth Southgate's last tournament, win or lose.
I think it'll be. I think even if we lost in the quarterfinals, it'll be down to Gareth. I think it's down to him whether he wants to do it or not. Because that job, the pressures are a joke, aren't they? Yeah. So
I know. Well,
you know what I mean? I hope he stays. I hope he stays.
Good luck, England. Right, Coley.
Yes.
I've got some quick fire questions.
Okay.
Very basic, very simple, but don't think too hard.
Can't.
All right. Being from Kentish Town, I don't disagree with that. Right, simple. Yeah. Worst habit?
Swearing.
Okay. Your favourite word? You can say it, it's fine.
So it starts with a C, ends with a T.
Nice. Woodsy said exactly the same, but she said it as well.
Did she? She's braver than me then.
Yeah, all right. Your favourite meal?
Roast dinner. Mum's roast dinner.
Your mum's, yeah?
Yeah, mum's roast dinner.
Does she cook her own Yorkshire pud? Or Aunt Bessie's?
No, she does, yeah. Does her own ones, yeah. She's blinding.
Right. The best player you've played with and against?
Best player I played with, Eden Hazard, over in Lille. And the best player is there's only one player, the main man, Lionel Messi.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's just genius.
It's a daft fucking question, really, isn't it?
Yeah, got his shirt.
Have you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right, so apart from Messi then,
Go on.
who's the one player in your career that you wish you played with? Past, present, it doesn't matter.
Gaza. I played
Gaza, yeah?
Gaza, yeah. I played with him in a Martin Keown's testimonial.
Yeah.
And it was like my mind was back to 1990 and I was that little 9-year-old looking at the screen. And then
Do you find yourself laughing, like when you see him moving about and whatever?
Yeah, I was just like, it was just like a little kid inside. And it was at Highbury.
Yep.
And
brilliant.
he was brilliant. He was brilliant. And he knows, he must know, like, he
plays
had that
off it,
effect,
doesn't he?
Yeah, had that effect on players of our generation.
Imagine that, though.
He's the man.
Right, the biggest wanker you've ever met in football. Just fucking tell us. Everyone's answered.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So it could be a player, it could be a coach, it could be a fucking physio.
Sepp Blatter.
Yeah, all right.
Can I say?
Yeah, of course you can.
He come and done the PFA dinner once, got up
Grosvenor
for
House.
15 minutes and just battered English football and walked out.
Did he really?
And the lads like, he's just a...
What a fucking...
Yeah. Like, I'm not having it. I was never having him.
You got any pets? Dogs, cats?
I had 2 bulldogs.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely love dogs, bulldogs, but my youngest is allergic, so I can't until I lodge him out of university and
18 and get another couple of dogs. So if you had a choice of being at the top table with Uncle Wayne Lineker in Ocean Beach and all that, would you rather do that or let Kurt Zuma look after your dogs?
Oh Christ. Well, I think I'll have to go with Wayne, wouldn't I?
If you're that much of a dog person, yeah, you got to go. Yeah, sorry, Kurt.
I love dogs.
Oh dear. It's bollocks at you, isn't it? Wayno's going to be on your fucking in your socials next, isn't he? Celebrity boxing bout.
Ooh.
Yeah. Who you having? You and someone else in the ring.
Oh mate, who's little? I don't know. Who's really little? Frankie Dettori? I like Frankie.
Oh wow.
But he's quite little, isn't he? I think I could take him.
Frankie Dettori, yeah?
Yeah, but I like him.
What about Gordon Ramsay?
Oh, no, he's a bit of a lump, isn't he?
The jock. Not 10 bells of shit. So Frankie Dettori, yeah?
Yeah.
What if he's on a horse?
Oh. Now, do I get a horse?
Yeah.
Nice. That giving him all the, like, that's like, what type of horse? I want one of them big ones.
2 fucking Shetland ponies.
I'll take him.
Yeah, all right. Fair enough. Right. So, 5-a-side team. Mm-hmm. Who's your 5? You going into a fucking, I don't know, one of these...
Going into the Power League cage.
Yeah, exactly
Old
that.
school, right?
Yeah.
So you need to have a...
You're not in it.
I'm not in it.
You're manager.
Right. I'm going Eden Hazard, like, in the midfield, alongside Wayne Rooney.
Mm-hmm.
Up front, Luis Suarez. And at the back, I'm going to go Busquets.
That's 4.
As 4. And in goal, who's the best shot stopper I've played with? Pepe Reina.
I was going to say Jussi Jaskalainen.
Yes, big Jussi, mate.
Pepe Reina, yeah?
Pepe Reina, because he could play with his feet. He was like an outfield
player. The distribution on that sidewinder, he loved it, didn't he?
Mate, but he come even, not just that, like most goalies can do that now, can't they? Got little bits in the locker, but he played 5-a-side and out on the pitch and he was actually very good.
Didn't fucking talk about your time at the pool.
Don't worry, not much to talk about.
No. That might come up, the second question I've got coming up here. So, biggest achievement?
Biggest achievement... Playing for England. Playing for England. No, playing for England, yeah. I mean, that was what I wanted to do. That's what I set out to do.
And you did it.
And I did it. And, yeah, that was... I know, sometimes caps can get given away.
Yeah.
But to players who... Like, not given away, because everyone's got their own journey to get there.
Of course.
But, yeah, that was my biggest achievement.
You feel like you earned the right?
I feel like I did.
Yeah.
I did, I did my time. A lot... I think people see the end product. They see a footballer step into the Premier League, and it's difficult.
They don't know the journey, do they?
It's difficult. The journey, the knockbacks, the injuries, and so listen. So just getting there for England was my biggest achievement.
Good. Last one. Any regrets?
Any regrets?
Regrets is a strong word.
It's a strong word.
But anything that you think, do you know what? Maybe I could have not done that.
If I wish I would have stayed at Chelsea. It actually wasn't even in my. It wasn't in my all in my hands.
Yeah.
But listen, nothing against Liverpool. It just was the wrong club for me at the wrong time.
Yeah.
I think if I'd have managed to stay sign another contract at Chelsea, I'd eventually got back in the team and had another 3-4 years there and probably won a few more trophies.
Because you left us the year of when they won the Champions League, didn't they?
The year before,
the year before.
Yeah, so I lost 4 semi-finals and a final.
Fucking hell, yeah.
So it's a lot. Do you know what I mean? It's like sometimes when it ain't written in the stars, you know, and I'm pretty sure even the lads who won it in 2012, that any one of them teams, I think, would have beaten that team. But, you know, and that's to be very respectful and not to be bitter at all because, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I think, that would have been nice.
Happy with your career?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not... Listen, you wouldn't be human if you're not like... We're greedy by nature.
Yeah.
I'm like, I could have won more there. I could have done that. I could have done that. Could have gone to that club at that time. But overall, that's another bit of advice my dad give me. He said, always be happy with what you've got.
Yeah. Don't
look at the next man and think, you know, because that's a slippery slope. So, I'm happy with what I've got.
Top man. Joe, from the bottom of my heart, as always, to everyone that comes on this show, thank you very much for giving me the time of day, and I really appreciate it.
No, good luck, and thanks for that, and keep doing what you're doing. Like, do you know what I mean? It's nice to see one of our own cracking on.
A normal person.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. Right, come on, England.
Come on, England.
Top man, Joe. Thank you.
Top man.
So.
Bosh!